Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. Okay, so today is actually a very special day because I have sort of been talking about this for weeks. This is a video in collaboration with Wrapunzel and we are going to do a lace scarf special today. And I have, for example, let's just get this here. This is the Dreamy Lace, for example, in brown, which we are going to feature today. And I have the Dreamy Lace in red, which we are going to feature today, and it is actually a video in the whole segment of, I guess, 2 ways to use, but it is actually going to be 3 ways to use because I'm going to show you 3 looks, and we're going to start simple and then doing like a medium kind of a thing that is a little bit more out there, and then at the end you'll see how I created this look. And if you're intrigued and want to see what we're gonna do, then just keep on watching. Okay, hi, welcome to the first look, and for the first look we're going to do something really simple. You know, we're going to build it up a little bit as we go along. So the first look is going to be really simple, but I wanted to include it because I think this is maybe something that most people can relate to and most people have a benefit from. So for that I'm going to combine the original 2-in-1 in purple and the Dreamy Lace in red. Okay, so my whole concept is really that I'm trying to build a contrast. Of course you could have a red scarf and a red lace on top, but then you sort of lose a little bit of the impact of the lace. So that's why I'm always trying to create a contrast, but that's just my thing, so you don't have to do that at all. You can also match it, you know, especially for example when you have a color like this here. This is the brown Dreamy Lace that we'll feature a little bit later in the video, and you have a for example a soft pashmina in that same color. You can do a very nice gentle look with that, or a darker brown that is in the same color family, but that is maybe for someone else to do. Okay, so today we're going to be a little bit more bold and a little bit more flashy. All right, so let's put down the original 2-in-1 in purple like this, and I'm going to tie a knot behind my head. Okay, so next thing I'm going to just put down the Dreamy Lace. Just check that I have the right side up. And they all those laces, they are, as you can see, there are triangles. Like if you're not familiar to those laces, they are all triangular scarves like this. And I'm going to put it down so the triangle, like the middle part of the triangle, hangs down in the middle. I don't know how to explain it, but you know, just go with it like this. And of course now you can line it up to the front here, but I think it is much nicer to just have a little bit of the purple scarf show and speak on its own, sort of like this. And then I'm tying it under the knot of the 2-in-1. So it looks like this. Okay, and then I'm bringing up the sides of the 2-in-1 and just sort of create a pattern, sort of, right? Create a pattern. Now you can take it wider or less wide, less wide, depending on also which shaper you're using. So I'm just tucking away the end here in itself, basically. Like this. And then either, depending on what you want to do, you can put this one here on the same spot like this, or you can take it up. Just flip this around a little bit. You can take it up and create another layer of pattern, like right here. For example. So now you have these tail ends hanging down, and actually I think it is charming when is this called a tassel now too? I really don't know. These fringy things, fringy tassels, I don't know, lacy tassels, maybe I'll call it lacy tassels. When these are hanging down and sort of here too, I think this can be really charming, but you don't have to. You can of course also put it up like this and just push that into the 2-in-1, for example, like this. Something like that. This is how you could have it. Or, like I said, if you want, you can use this one here, put it down on the other strand of the 2-in-1 like this. And for this purpose, I'm just going to flip in the tassels a little bit here. Like this. And again, you could have this hang down and this hang down, which is really charming. Or again, you can bring this up and have it sort of propped up over here, which is also very, very special, like this. You know, so it hangs down to the front over the purple, like this. And I think this is really cool. I mean, it is super, super simple, but the second you add a lace to a scarf, to a normal, like simple pashmina with no pattern and nothing, you just raise it to a whole different level. So this is the first look. And without further ado, we'll go right into the second one. Okay, my lovelies, welcome to the second look, and now we're going to do something totally different. And this is actually where I'm going to feature this dreamy lace in brown, as I told you before that this is going to come up later, so this is now. And we're going to have the original 2-in-1 in teal, because I love that combination so, so much. I did a combination in one of my recent videos. I combined those two colors with the, I think, together with the Peaceful Morning scarf that is a very similar color. I think it's called milk chocolate or something like that. And it's just such a stunning combination. It's, you know, the neutral with the pop of color is just amazing. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. And when I was thinking about this wrap, I thought, I want to do something different, because usually these triangular scarves, these laces, you wrap them like this, like we did in the first look, like to the back, okay? So I wanted to actually do something different. And while I realized that this is not for everybody, you can always take or leave my wraps anyway if you want or if you don't want. But you can maybe also modify it in order to suit your own needs or to make it work for you, okay? So I'm just putting an idea out there, and of course you can do it or not, whatever you want. Anyway, I'm putting down the 2-in-1 like this, and this is this time really just my base, okay? I'm not really including it in anything else, just that I want this to be the base for my lace to show up more and to hold my shaper in place, quite frankly. All right, so I'm not even tying a knot in the back. I'm just wrapping it around like this. And tucking away the fringes. And now I want to take this wrap a little bit, I would say maybe into an oriental kind of a look, which is, you know, I think it's very, very fascinating. Sort of an oriental kind of a queen or something. Let's see. Still fighting the fringes. 1 second. Okay, something like that. Okay, so now I want to actually take this and put it down like this, so it hangs into my face. And because of this color, that it is like a crown, it is like a regal kind of a statement in itself. I just really want to have it like this, you know? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I am not leaving it. You could pull it down all the way and then tie a knot and tuck away the ends, but what I want to do is that it actually looks more like a crown, that it doesn't cover the whole wrap. So I'm just going to bunch this up a little bit, which still looks surprisingly good. I thought that initially, if you have the lace here and then suddenly it doubles up, that you know, that it doesn't look so good anymore, but I think it really does still look good. And like now I'm going to tie a knot here in the back, and then of course you could bring it back to the front, but I think in this case it's too much. I would really like the focus to be just here. So in this case I'm just going to tuck it away in the back under my shaper like this. And then you could always, what you could do is to use a decorative headband, for example here, something in gold or silver or something really, really simple. But I do feel that this is such a cool look because it's so different from what one would expect. So that is actually my second look. And of course you can take it to a different place if you were, for example, to use a white pashmina underneath or a silver, because there is actually silver thread in here. That could also look really, really nice. So if you don't like to have something hanging in your face, then of course you wouldn't want to do that, but maybe you could just move it up a little bit like this, you know, and then make it work for yourself, whatever you can tolerate. A lot of people do not like to have anything hanging in their faces, and actually usually I don't either, because I'm just not used to have anything in my face ever since I started covering my hair, and my hair is all the way back all the time. I'm not used to that anymore. But because it's a wrap and because we're all queens, I thought that we can totally pull this off. So this is my second look. Okay, my friends, now we go to the last look, which is a little bit bombastic, and you saw that already in the intro. So anyway, we're going to start out with this scarf, and this is actually from my own collection, but it is very, very, very close to the shini-licious, and I actually saw on the Wrapunzel website, I saw the shini-licious in, I think it's called mulberry, and I'm going to include a picture of that right here, and that is even more beautiful than what I have here. But I was just looking for something in that color scheme, so that's why I chose one from my collection. But like I said, this one in mulberry is even more stunning. So it is though the same concept, the same idea. Okay, anyway, so let's just go right into it, and this time I'm going to wrap from the back up. It's that same principle that I'm doing in a lot of my turban related wraps, because I just really, really like the effect that you get when you wrap like from the back up like this. Okay, so I'm just putting it into place so I see that the lineup is okay. And then I'm taking a tough 2-in-1 in coral, and with a lot of my wraps I do this because yeah, I'm placing it here on the back of my shaper, and then I'm bringing it up to the front and tie a knot. So as you probably know, if you've seen my tutorials already, that this is a step that I love to do. First of all, because it adds volume. It gives me another opportunity to include a different color or a different pattern, and it just really helps to keep the whole thing stable. So I think always if you have just one knot in the whole wrap, then the whole thing is much more stable and feels more secure on your head. So this is why I'm doing it, really, those 3 reasons. Okay, so now what I'm doing is I take the lovely lace in white, which is just so romantic. It's so cute. Okay, and just checking that I'm putting it on the right way, and using it like this with the triangle part hanging down in the middle in the back, and I'm placing it right here so it lines up right behind the tough 2-in-1, and I'm tying a knot in the back like this. Okay, so far so good. Now I'm just going to flip this up for now. I'm going to take the ends of my, I'm going to call it shini-licious because it is in the line of the shini-licious. So I'm going to pull those strands up, cross them over. Of course, we have to clean this up a little bit here. Like this and like this. And I'm going to tie it above the knot of the lace, like this. So the triangle part of the lace is basically above it. So the knot is between that part of the lace and the knot of the lace. All right, so now what I want to do, I'm taking down the tough 2-in-1 like this, and now I'm bringing up the sides here of the what's it called, the lovely lace, like this. Oops, slipping a little bit. Like this, and also the other side, like this. So if you want, you can of course now secure it with a pin here, just here on top, but I actually did it without it. So because it's not a very slippery scarf, laces are really usually not very slippery, but you could, like, if you feel insecure that it's going to slip, then do that, okay? And then I actually just take the tough 2-in-1 to the back like this, and like this, and I'm tying a knot right here, which sort of creates a pattern of its own because of all the different colors that you're including. And for me, I just love, as you know, if you're not new here, then you know that I love if I have an abundance of stuff hanging down in the back. I love that. It's like waterfalls and waterfalls of scarves and tichels, and it's just, for me, this is abundance in its best way. So anyway, so this is my last look that I wanted to create with this, and I think it is just so cool. As you know, I love all these wraps that I do, you know, the Shelly wrap and the Kiki wrap and all of these that are like from the bottom up. Also the mirror image wrap and all of these, or the mirror image spin-off. All of those, they are all basically based on the same idea, but you can just play with that and endlessly just bring in new ideas in those wraps, and I just really love it. So let me just give you a look all around. And this is how it looks. So I hope you liked it. Let me know which one you loved best. And by the way, my husband always points that out to me, and I always forget to tell you, if you see my video on the Wrapunzel channel and you have a message for me, I will not see it. If you leave a comment there or a question for me personally, then either please contact me over my social media, which you find in the description box, or go on my channel and leave a comment under my video there, because I don't go on the Wrapunzel channel and check all the comments there too, because it's just too much, I can't. Alright, so if there is anything you need to ask me, then please contact me on my channel or on my social media. Just wanted to throw that in. Other than that, let me know what you like best, or maybe you have other ideas that you want to share, and if you do pictures, you know, then please tag me, because I really love to see what you guys are doing with my wraps, or how you're developing it into your own, which is amazing. And it's just, you know, let's keep the creativity flowing, and I just love this. So good. If you're new here, then please subscribe to my channel, and other than that, if you like the video, give it a like, and I'll see you here next time, either for my next wrapping tutorial or for my other videos that I have on my channel. I always love to see you, and I love you so much. Hugs and kisses. Bye.